join us at the table, those who are briefing us. You would think that there are things going on with WMATA that we would want to be briefed with respect to.
The fact that the funding has slowed down has caused us to have a bit of a cash flow issue. We have expanded our lines of credit, and we've done some short-term borrowing to get us over that cash flow hump. The other issue that has come up is because of the changes in the accounting system that were caused by this need to make changes as a result of the FMO, and also because of some things that we uncovered as a result of doing that. We are behind on our audit for last year. Our audit for FY14, which was supposed to be completed last fall, has not yet completed. And at this point, we don't have a firm date for the completion.
Many of us have thought that it isn't just a financial expert, it isn't a safety expert, it is, oh my goodness, we have to change the culture of the institution in a deep dive kind of work. Not a simplistic, I need an accountant, and not that I need a transportation expert. I need a large organization expert who knows how to shake things up.
I think we need an overall manager with good management skills. I would agree with you about the culture. Metro has become less siloed over the past 5 years, but that still is a problem. So I would look for somebody who is a good overall manager, somebody who can be a leader in the organization, both internally and toward the outside groups. Metro has a very challenging situation. We respond to, 3 state districts, to a number of local jurisdictions, and you can't have someone who doesn't see creating those relationships and nurturing those relationships as not being part of their job. So I think that's very important too.
The reliance on fare collection, I think, has got at a certain point. I think we've hit a limit. The more we can't continue to raise fares. I'm glad we could agree on a letter to tell you that this year, but I don't think we can assume as a region that it's sustainable. Looking at the fare box collection as a solution to Metro's woes, and that raises this to a big political question.
Some red line stations, I know, are vulnerable to the same sort of water leakage and seepage that were associated with the L'Enfant problems there with that incident. I think Mr. Scott stipulated at the time that Bethesda had been grandfathered in and is not in compliance with the 6-minute evacuation standard that the NFPA sets up for transit station evacuation. I had asked whether that was also the case with Wheaton, Glenmont, and Forest Glen, and I haven't gotten an answer back. I don't know if you have either you know or you had found out, Mr. Scott.
We've committed, following the increased interest in having increased training at our Landover facility. We've trained, I think, a couple thousand people there already this year, and also we'll be doing our next quarterly emergency drill will be in the District of Columbia this summer.